Happy birthday, Mom! At last, you've reached your 65th. Enjoy your golden year from now on. Thank you, Harper. I still have to work a little more, though. I'm retiring at the end of this month. Time flew by. Seems long, but feels short, you know. You and Dad both worked hard. Thank you so much for that. Now you guys can take it a bit easier. Maybe pursue a hobby? Maybe find a new part-time job? Actually, I haven't told you or anyone else yet, but we're thinking of going on a trip. Wow, that sounds great. Where are you planning to go? Camping? Or do you want to go abroad? No, you know what? We're going on a round-the-country road trip. Around the country? Seriously? That's amazing. It's been a lifelong dream, you know. We planned to do this once the kids were grown up and we were done with work. We always thought it was something way off in the future, but suddenly it's now. Thinking about it, I'm getting all excited. I had no idea you guys had that plan. I mean, no one really knew. We decided on it long before you were even born. We've been diligently saving up and planning. Even mapping out the route on the map, deciding where to go and all. We've already arranged to lease a camper van. I had no clue you guys had such a grand dream. But now that I think about it, it's so you guys. You've got that spirit of adventure. After retirement, you won't be satisfied with an ordinary senior life, huh? Always keeping the heart of a child. Isn't that what makes a wonderful adult? Fulfilling childhood dreams with adult power. Having the money and time, it's something we could only do after retirement. You guys are going all out. You're amazing, Mom. Thanks, dear. So, we're planning to leave home for about a year. Don't worry, we're still in good health. We'll send photos and knickknacks from time to time and let you know that we're okay. You're going for a whole year? That's a long time. What are you going to do with your house during that time? Are you going to sell it? I have a lot of memories there, so that would be a little sad. We don't like the idea of giving it away either. So, my younger brother will take care of it while we're gone. Uncle Pete? Right. He's getting a new job near our place. I told him he doesn't need to pay rent in lieu of the management fee. He was all in without hesitation. He's single and unburdened, so having the rent covered is a big help. You guys have it all planned out perfectly. Well, if he's taking care of it, you can have peace of mind. He's a clean freak, so I'm sure he won't make a mess. Plus, he gets along well with Dad, so I'm sure he won't mind either. If he said no, we were planning on hiring a housekeeper. So, we saved money by having him. It's a win-win situation for us. We're happy about it. And he's saving on rent. We have a little more money for our trip. Way to go! Enjoy your trip to the fullest. When are you setting off? The middle of next month. We've already started packing all the necessary stuff. Mentally, we're already raring to go, but we have to be patient for a bit longer until work's done for both of us. I'm glad to hear you're so excited. I'm surprised at the suddenness of it, but I hope you have a safe and fun trip. Tell me all about it when you get back. Of course. I'm going to enjoy it to the fullest. Well, I have to prepare the handover documents. I'll call you when we're about to leave. Look forward to getting knickknacks in the mail from us. Harper, what the heck is going on here? You've got to be kidding me. Explain it to me now. Chloe? What's the matter all of a sudden? I mean, I told you not to contact me directly, didn't I? If you need me, go through Wayne. I came to see your parents today. There's no one here, and there are no belongings inside. What does this mean? It's weird to suddenly disappear. Did they rack up massive debt and run away in the night? I don't need any multiple debtors as relatives, you know. I don't know why you showed up at their house, but they're on a trip right now. They won't be back for a while. On a trip? Leaving the house this empty? It looks like they've moved out completely. Is it really just a trip? Where on earth did they go? Why should I tell you? What business do you have with them? They're my son's in-laws. Nothing wrong to come and visit them, right? Anyway, where are they? I don't know exactly where they're right now. They went on a road trip around the country. A road trip? No way! Where did they get that kind of money? They've been saving up since they were young. They saved up enough. The kids moved out, and their dream was to go on a round-the-country trip. They rented a camper van and set off about a month ago. No way! Unbelievable! They tricked me! What scam artist! I can't believe my relatives were scammers! Oh my God! Hold on, what are you talking about? Suddenly calling them scam artists? They never told me that they had that kind of money. Then they could have at least lent me a little bit. Excuse me? You wanted them to lend you some money? Why would they? And why are you talking about scam artists? I kept asking them over and over again. I gave up because they refused every time, saying they have none. I can't believe they actually had it to go on such a trip. This has got to be a scam, right? They lied to me and cheated me. Oh my God, you were asking them for money? Wow, that's just unbelievable. And on top of that, ranting about scam artists and making no sense. Aren't you embarrassed? How dare you talk to me like that? I'm your husband's mother, which means I'm a higher rank than your parents. I allowed them to lend me money, but instead they deceived me and not only refused, but used it to go on a trip. This is a scam. I'm going to sue them. What are you going to sue them for? To begin with, is there even an obligation to you? I mean, seriously? Of course there is. It's common courtesy for the bride's family to contribute money to the groom's family. It was a chance for them to earn my favor, considering I'm of a higher rank than them. And you, why are you talking back? This is the part where you should be apologizing for their rudeness. Honestly, both you and your parents have no common sense. Nah, come on. Offering money? Which country do you think we're in? India? Asking for money and then threatening to sue because you got turned down. Isn't that where the lack of common sense lies? You're not joking, are you? I'm dead serious. I'm really going to sue them. Don't underestimate me. I can't believe I have to ask this, but you haven't forgotten what you did to me, have you? What I did to you? What are you talking about? Isn't it a little early for you to have dementia? You constantly bullied me, remember? Don't tell me you've forgotten. I've never done such a thing. Don't you dare accuse me of something I didn't do. Wait, what? Are you serious? Back when we were newlyweds, you went ahead and made a spare key to our new place without permission. You rummaged through my bags and drawers and stole my wallet and credit cards. You also took my clothes and accessories and sold them. And then you gambled away all the stolen money, didn't you? And let's not forget, when I was pregnant, you lied and said John was critically ill just to trick me into meeting you. And you tried to make me drink tea with tobacco in it. You even held me down and forced me to put it in my mouth, didn't you? Do you think my parents would lend money to someone who did that to their daughter? I don't think so. Most people would be considering compensation instead, you know. Compensation? Despicable. Just so you know, that doesn't count as bullying. Also, since you got married, you don't need fancy clothes and accessories, right? So, I helped to declutter. Lastly, about the pregnancy, I thought you weren't ready for a baby, so I tried to play the villain to make you give up. I was just being kind and trying to help you out. And now, you're accusing me of mistreatment? You're so ungrateful. Seriously, you're out of your mind. It's no wonder your own son escaped from you. He won't even let you know where we live, and your means of communication are limited. You're in a half-estranged state. Shut up. Anyway, I'll be staying right here until your stupid parents come back. I'm not leaving until they lend me money. Now, hurry up and contact them. Tell them to hand it over. Wait, are you inside the house? Oh, now that I think about it, you mentioned earlier that there were no belongings there. How did you get in? I highly doubt my mom would ever forget to lock up. I took the trouble to come all the way here, but they weren't answering the door. So, I just broke a window and let myself in. Wow, property damage and break-in. Not to mention your previous record of stealing my wallet. You're a burglar. I'm calling the police. Calling your mother-in-law a burglar? How dare you? A swindler's child is a swindler, huh? I'm not moving on from here unless you divorce my son. I will also take the money. And I'm going to gather all the disgraceful things you've done to me. All the scams, too. I'm going to sue you for the lot. You deceived me and dared to call me a burglar, so you'll have to pay for your crime. How selfish can you be? I'm seriously calling the police. Fine, do what you want. If anyone's getting hauled away, it's you, swindlers. I'm from high class, and just because I'm staying in a low-class family house for a little while, that doesn't make it a crime. After all, your house is practically mine too. Besides, isn't this place going to be empty for a while? Why didn't you say earlier that the stupid people went on vacation? Then don't mind if I do what I want until they come back. I do mind. My uncle is going to move in soon, so the house isn't empty. Also, you keep calling yourself a parent, but you're not my parent. You're a stranger, so don't just barge into my parents' home like that. If you agree to pay for the window repair right now, I might let it slide. I won't even call the police if you pay for it and get out. Like I'd ever agree to that. Why should I pay you people? You should just listen to what I say. Hurry up and bring back your clueless parents and pay me. You inferior people, stop making a fuss. Get on with it already. It sounds like talking to you is pointless. Well then, John will be over there soon. No, my husband? Why did you tell him? How sneaky of you. It's not sneaky at all. I just want to have the intruder removed from the house. Oh my, he says it's divorce this time for sure. Divorce? Are you kidding me? Why suddenly? You made up lies about me and told him, didn't you? Cheater, liar. All I told him was the truth. After the discovery of the bullying, he didn't divorce you. Because he wanted to keep an eye on you and make sure you stayed away from us. But after this property damage and break-in, he apparently decided he couldn't handle it anymore. No way! You're saying I'll be divorced? That's ridiculous. You're lying. Where do you get such confidence? Who would want their spouse to turn into a criminal? Let's get real, Chloe. By the way, I've already called the police. Hold on. You said you wouldn't call them earlier. I said I wouldn't if you left immediately. Since you're still there, I made the call. Just behave yourself and don't cause any more damage, or your charges will get worse. You, remember this. Don't think you can get away with this without consequences. It's actually you who won't get away with it, you know. You brought this on yourself. Deal with the rest. I have nothing more to say to a criminal. Goodbye. Vivian holed up in the house for a while. After about 30 minutes, she was dragged out and taken away for damaging property and break-in. John demanded a divorce and kicked her out of the house. Currently, she's staying at her older sister's place, getting a reality check, as they put it. By the way, I told my parents about the whole situation. They had actually anticipated her dramatic arrival, which was one of the reasons why they had asked Uncle Pete to stay at their house. They laughed, saying, "Who would have thought we'd resolve things before Pete even showed up?"
Hey! Call me when you see this. Don't you dare ignore me. Do it now.
I just saw it. What's up, David? What's so urgent?
Don't play dumb.
Huh?
You just spent my money. You are a thief.
What are you talking about?
Don't act like you don't know. I know you used it. Come clean already. Admit your guilt and apologize.
You contact me out of the blue and make strange accusations. I really don't know what you're talking about. You're making no sense at all. What do you mean I'm a thief?
The money in my account has decreased. You used it.
Excuse me? I don't know anything about that. You spent it yourself. Stop making baseless accusations.
There's no way. When I checked just the other day, there was at least $50,000.
50,000? Hold on. When was that?
4 months ago.
Just before the divorce was finalized. You called that just the other day? So you're saying that I spent it after the divorce?
That's right. Even when we were in the middle of it, you were complaining about everything and took your share of the money. Wasn't that enough?
You know, do you realize that it was your fault to begin with? You had kids and a family to take care of. And yet, you got involved with 2 other women. Of course, I wanted a divorce when that came to light. And I made sure to get proper compensation from you. I think that's just normal.
Don't make excuses. Just give the money back. It's bad enough that a thief like you was my ex-wife. The reason I started seeing other women was because you were such a lousy wife, you know.
Whatever. I don't understand what you're misunderstanding. But there's no way I can use your card or account after the divorce. I returned the family card to you, and you changed the passcode for online banking, right?
You must have used your ex-wife's position to withdraw the money in some underhanded way. You're so money-hungry that you've probably been scheming even before the divorce to be able to take money from me. I'm sure of it.
You really want to suspect me that much, huh? Did you even check the transaction history? If you have a history of such large withdrawals, show it to me.
But there was $50,000 for sure. It would decrease when used, but then it would go back up again. And now, when I look at it, there's not even a trace of that money.
Yeah, I'm sure there was, back in the day. I mean, what do you even learn by working? You graduated from some random university and then just got a sales position at your dad's company. You left all the finance to me, so you have no clue, huh? Well, you thought company money was the same as your own and you could use it as you pleased. Did you spend it all partying with your girlfriends? Did you think you wouldn't get caught doing that?
I'm confused. What are you talking about? What company money? I'm talking about the money in my bank account.
You're an idiot. The account you're talking about, the one with 50K, is for company transactions and collections. I showed you the account with only your personal money when we got divorced, but there wasn't that much money in it. What you're looking at now is probably that one. Are you surprised you don't have as much money as you thought? Your dad must be taking care of the company's finances now. There's no way it's in your control.
My dad?
I can't believe you don't even understand such basic common sense. It's beyond belief. You should have had a decent position as the president's son. I guess now I understand why you've been stuck doing field sales forever. You're good at putting on a show and talking big. Quite amazing to see. That's probably how you managed to have 2 other men. Thanks to showering them with gifts, your savings were close to zero. By the way, you got caught up in various things when divorcing me. And you even got demoted from manager to assistant. Are you still spending money like you never learned?
Oh, I get it now. I finally realized it. I guess I really need you at my side after all.
Excuse me?
I mean, I've been terrible at managing myself. You've been doing it all the time. Now, I realize how much you mean to me. Listen, I'm going to make an effort to be a better husband this time. I'll work hard to make it happen. So why don't you give me another shot?
Yeah, sure.
Wait, really?
I knew it was the right call to quickly divorce someone who talks such nonsense. Even kindergartners are taught to take care of themselves nowadays. To suddenly realize you can't manage yourself now? How old are you?
I'm going to start anew and be serious from now on. Besides, our daughters are still small, and they need their father, right?
Small? Calling our middle school and high school daughters small is pretty rude. They're old enough to understand perfectly well what you've done without even being told. Actually, they're more mature than you, so we're totally fine on our own. Thanks for your concern.
Hey, let's get back together as a family.
When I found about the money and suspected you of cheating, who took the initiative and went around telling everyone that I was going crazy from parenting stress? You think you can sacrifice me and just waltz back into the family? If you contact me again, I'm calling my lawyer.
Hey, let me explain myself. We can clear up this misunderstanding.
Even though I had severe ties with my ex-husband's family, I was afraid that he might get his hands on the company funds again due to his financial struggle. I felt sorry for the employees who would have to suffer as a result. So I reached out to my ex-father-in-law just in case to let him know that David sounded to be in financial difficulties and that he should be careful with the company's finance. When I spoke to him, he became irritated and abruptly ended the call, saying that since we parted ways, he hadn't noticed any signs of trouble with his son. However, my intuition was right. Later, David was caught trying to steal a cash card from his office. When he called to apologize, he told me that David was fired. After all, people can't change that easily, can they? David got the taste of playing around with someone else's money. I wonder if he'll be able to live a decent life from now on. Well, it's not my concern anyway.